Right boys, what's good? Welcome back to the road to 10,000 a month. Can't remember what episode this is, but anyway, today we are doing some fucking gutter clean, the side hustle. Obviously the main hustle is remote sales, which is starting to pick up. But in order for me to get to Thailand within the next 3 months, I need to save around $12,000. I'm currently $5,000 on the way, so we're getting there. But yeah, today we've got 3 jobs booked in. Roughly, I think it's around $650 worth of jobs. And I mean, yeah, at the moment I'm just getting my shit ready. Got to be there in about 50 minutes. I need to pack my car with the gear, and then I need to go down to my dad's, grab a ute, grab a ladder, and then we can head to the job sites for the day. But yeah, I'm going to bring you guys along. Fucking come along for the grind. Alright, let's do it. Alright, so I'm on my way to dad's at the moment. I just need to pick up some gear, so I've got to pick up a ladder, a broom and a ute, so I can drive around with the ladder. From Mum's I just grabbed a blower vac, some petrol and just some rubbish bags and shit to remove all the shit out of the gutters. But today we've got 3 jobs booked in for today. Ideally that's probably the most I want to be doing in a day, just because travel time, I mean, one job's like an hour away, so that's 2 hours of travel there. I don't really know how long it's going to actually take me. Once I get an idea of how long it takes to clean properly, then we can start probably booking in a bit more and, you know, getting more bang for the buck in terms of location, like making it closer and then get more jobs in during the day. But we've got 3 in today and we've got 1 in tomorrow, so we've got 4 in total, which is pretty fucking good. In total, the jobs, they're gonna equal $910 cash over the next 2 days, so don't need to pay tax on anything. Fucking, it's all cash. Pretty good fucking start if you ask me, especially for like a day and a half's work. Obviously the goal, if you watched the last video, is to make 6,000 with remote sales and then 6,000 with the gutter cleaning, so side hustle. And that way, once I sell everything I own, then I can move to Thailand and I can focus on remote sales full time from there, and then we can scale to, you know, 10k a month while we're in Thailand. So that's the vision at the moment. That's what we're working towards. But yeah, I'll pick up the video once I'm got the gear at dad's, and then I'm heading to the job. So yeah, let's do it. Alright boys, as you can see, we've got all the gear here: blower, broom, petrol, ladder, dustpan. I got some gloves and that. Got lunch packed in the bag. Got the ute ready to go. I'll see you at the job. Alrighty, so as you can see, it's already pretty clean. Obviously I'll go through and clean all the shit out, but on this side, as you can see, okay, I almost just fell off the roof. I fucking slipped and the GoPro battery fell out. But back to what I was saying. So as you can see, taking it pretty easy because it is slippery. It's fucking still got like ice and shit on it, so not sure if you can see it, but that's all ice, so it is slippery as fuck. But seems to be a lot of build up on the back side of the gutters. As you can see in here, there's all water and shit sitting in them. So ideally, just gonna have to clean that out. Alright, so I've just gone blow vac all the shit into like the corners of the house. Then I've got a bag, dustpan and brush, and some gloves obviously. Just start collecting all this shit, and I'll just put it in the bag from there. And then, yeah, that'll pretty much go. Alright, so finished the main roof. So good, now I'm just onto the patios. A little bit of water in here. So I'm just going through clearing that out by hand and flush the water. And then sweep up, and then we're pretty much done. Been here for about an hour, hour 15 so far. So we're on track. Probably a 2-hour job. What's that, like $100 an hour almost? But yeah, I'll keep you updated. I'll let you know when I'm done. Alright lads, so we finished that gutter. It didn't take me very long. It was pretty easy job. I did almost fall off the roof twice. I pretty much had one leg hanging off the roof because it was fucking slippery as fuck. Clean this because it was slippery as fuck, but we didn't fall off, so that's good. And for that, I mean, it took me an hour 45. For that hour 45, made $200. But so that's 200 for that job, and then we've got 2 more jobs lined up today as well. So I'm gonna head to the second job. Should get there around 12 o'clock. Lads, we are at job number 2. So this job is worth 230. As you can see, this is the roof. So it's a fair bit. Doesn't look too bad on this side. Looks pretty clean to me. This roof's not as slippery, so I'm not going to fall off. Thank God. But yeah, for the most part, it actually looks relatively clean anyway. Alright boys, so I've gone through and I've blower vacuumed all the vacuums, all the fucking gutters, sorry, on the outside of the house. A bit of water and shit in them, but man, like, these are fucking clean as. Look at this. Like, there's literally no blockages in them. To be honest, I haven't even had to scoop anything out. Like, all of the gutters pretty much look like that when I got here. For the most part though, I'm trying to find the downpipes to flush them out, to get the water out. But man, like, I mean, this is like the easiest $230 I've ever made in my life. I've been here like 30 minutes, and I mean, realistically, like, I'm pretty much done. There isn't really a whole lot more to do other than the downpipes, because I mean, the gutters are like spotless. But yeah, I think I'm going to try to go to the next job earlier, but if I find anything else on this job, I'll film it. If not, yeah, I'll start filming when I'm finished and we get paid. But yeah, let's do it. Okay, so turns out there was a bit more to do other than what I'd just seen. After I finished with the gutters, I went to do the downpipes, and they were blocked like fuck. I didn't really have anything to unblock them with, so I just found a stick and then a hose and just fucking unblocked them that way. That took me probably, what's 2 o'clock now, so an hour and 15 just to unblock them. But we're finished up on that job now, so we just got paid. Let me get me water out. We just got paid. This is what we're looking like for today. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4,
So that's 200.
I don't wanna be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately.
So the 50s are 200, 300, 400, 20, 430. So that job was 230. Got one more quoted for today. I believe that one's for, let me check, another 230. And that's how far away from here. It's about a 35-minute drive from here. So yeah, not a bad day so far. Just having some lunch now, and probably go to Servo, get something to drink, and then yeah, other than that, fucking see you at the next job. Actually, I forgot to mention, I'm also still doing the remote sales while I'm here. So, because it's through DMs, just on my phone, just throughout the day, like every hour or so, I just go through, reply to DMs, and I'm just setting meetings for the closes. Set 2 today, and per close it's $250. So yeah, the next goal, obviously, while I'm doing these gutters to get to Thailand for the next like 2-3 months, once I've done that, I'm just going to do it on the weekends, like Saturdays, Sundays, Fridays, when I need to, if it's raining. Then I'm going to start closing full-time once I'm in Thailand, because obviously I won't be here to do gutters anymore. And then that's when we're going to scale to 10k a month. Once we get there, we can sit down, we can focus on just sales alone instead of doing the gutters and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, I'll see you at the next job. Alright, I'm on my way to the third job. Currently, I'm a bit early, about 30 minutes early, which isn't too bad. I should better get up there and start doing the job anyway. But man, I wanna talk to you about like chasing your fucking goals, man. Like, because a lot of people, well, it depends what goals you have, but I mean, a lot of people like, when they have goals that are different to everyone else, like, I mean, for me, it's like, you know, personal branding, not taking a traditional career path. You know, I'm doing something that's different to everyone, and like I'm posting content, YouTube. I was doing Instagram. I've stopped at the moment. But the thing is, right, if you have goals and it's like you're scared to tell people about them, or you're scared to chase them because of what other people are gonna think of you, or you know, other people's perceptions on, you know, your goals, and like they're gonna judge you essentially. Like, man, it shouldn't fucking matter, because I can tell you right now, like, I am 10 times happier cleaning gutters, doing the shit jobs, than I would be working a fucking 9 to 5. And I mean, yes, it just so happens that I'm making a bit more money today, but that's not always the case. But even if I was making less money than what I would be in a normal job, which I have been for like the last year and a half, I've been 10 times fucking happier than actually working a job that I fucking hate, and that I know, you know, I can do more with my life instead of just working a fucking 9 to 5 for the next 40, 50 years. All because I was scared to chase my goals because of what other people thought. So, I mean, if you're in that position where it's like you have big goals, you want to make content, or you want to fucking, I don't know, you want to move countries, you want to take a different path to everyone else, but you're afraid of what other people are going to think, or they're going to judge you for that thing. It's like, man, like, it shouldn't fucking matter. Like, yes, it has an effect on you, but at the end of the day, it's like, you got to ask yourself, man, what do I really want from my life? And I mean, realistically, people don't actually give a fuck. That's what I've learned as well, is like, people give a lot less of a fuck than what you think. Of course, you always feel like everyone's fucking looking at your content, saying this, saying that behind your back, but I mean, realistically, like, I'd say 80% of the time it's a lot less than what you think. And then obviously, as you start chasing your goals, you start to prioritize a lot more things, right? I mean, for me, it's like, I haven't really hung out with my friends too much because of, you know, I'm trying to work on the weekends. I'm trying to chase my goals. I'm cleaning gutters on the weekends now, playing a bit of basketball, this and that. So I can kind of feel myself drifting from my previous friendships because I don't know, I just don't fit in anymore. I don't feel like I fit in with them in a certain way, which, you know, that's not a bad thing, and it's nothing against like them or your friends, right? It's just you are starting to grow more as an individual in a different direction than other people, and you know, that's a good thing. That's definitely not a bad thing. So as long as you're growing towards your goals, whatever it might be, like it's always a good thing, because at the end of the day, like, you'll be surrounded by the people who are aligned with your goals if that's what you're striving for. Otherwise, if you know you're too scared to make those changes and make those decisions to move forward with your goals, then you're going to stay exactly where you are now for the rest of your life, hating your life, working a shit job that you don't like, and yeah, you're going to have that fucking regret on your deathbed, which is something that I don't want. And you know, I want to take the chance when I'm young to actually fucking chase my goals and, you know, actually build a future for myself that I can be happy about and look forward to, and not have to work a fucking shit job the rest of my life. And you know, also provide for my family, be able to give my family a better life as well. So that's the plan at the moment. As long as you have a plan in place. I mean, my plan at the moment, like, obviously gutters isn't the end plan. If you've been watching the series, you'll know that I'm doing remote sales as well. That's not the end goal either. These are just stepping stones to the next level for me. So at the moment, gutters, that's just the first stepping stone to moving countries. And then once I'm in Thailand and I've settled in and I can focus on sales, then that's the next stepping stone, getting to 10,000 a month there. And eventually, once I've built the brand, then I won't have to do sales anymore. I'll be able to step back from that as well. So it's all just stepping stones towards your goals. That's why it's important to have a plan, because improper planning, I can't remember how the quote goes, but it goes some shit like fucking plan properly, or I don't know, you get the gist of it. Just plan it out properly and then you'll get there, right? That's the premise of it. Don't fucking just wing it. Put a plan in place, work towards it. Daily actions that you have. If you watch my last video, you'll see that whiteboard I made of my exact plan. Like making 6,000 with gutters, 6,000 with remote sales, tracking it all. The KPIs that I need to be hitting every week, like 2-3 gutter jobs a week for the next 3 months to get to where I want to be. So something like that, that's what you need, is a detailed plan that has daily actions that you can do every day to make sure that you're on track for hitting your goal in, you know, X amount of time, like 3 months or 6 months, 1 year, whatever it might be. Break it down into small steps and it makes it a lot easier to get there. But yeah, that was fucking all I wanted to say. I'm going to be at the next job in about 10 minutes, so I'll pick it up there. Finished blowing the main roof out with the blower. Now I'm just kind of going through into the corners where I've kind of piled everything up, all the leaves and the debris and all that shit. Just going through with the bag, picking it all out, and just kind of working my way around the roof. Once I'm done there, I will start moving on to this patio gutter here. And other than that, I mean, the downpipes are pretty good. They're all open, flowing. Other than that, that's fucking job done. That'll be calling it a day. So hopefully I'm done by, I'm gonna say 4:30. Hopefully it's 3:40 now. So, you know, another 50 minutes, if that, hopefully, and I'll be
fucking out of here on my way home. Let's go. Alright boys, we're finished up now. So just did those other 2 patio gutters, and then just swept up, cleaned all my shit up, packed it all into the ute, and then fucking just got payment. So that was a bank transfer, which is annoying, but so all good, is what it is. By bank, just did $250, so that should be coming through in a second. Let me double check. Once that's in, then what does that bring the total to? Let's have a look. So it was 200 plus 230 plus 250, $680 today, just in 3 jobs, gutter cleaning. Started around, what time was it? 8. It's now pretty much 5 p.m. So 9 hours of work. But yeah, not too fucking bad. And then I had 2 sales with remote sales as well. So I set 2 appointments for today, previously, like earlier this week, and both of them are about to close. So that should be another $250 each in commissions for there. So that's another $500. Obviously they haven't closed just yet, but we're pretty confident they'll come through tomorrow or the next day. Other than that, man, fucking pretty good day, can't lie. It was made some good money. But yeah, boys, like, genuinely the best advice I can fucking give, you know, I wish someone told me this earlier as well, is like, if you have goals, just fucking go for them. Like, it doesn't matter what other people think, it doesn't matter what your situation is, man. Like, there's always ways to make money. Like, I wish I started doing the gutters a bit earlier. I would have been probably in Thailand by now. But now I have a stepping stone where I can make good money and, you know, set myself up properly when I move to Thailand. And then obviously start focusing on the next step, which will be with remote sales and scaling that up to 10K a month from there. But we're on the right path anyway, so I'm happy with the progress we're making. I'm not sure what episode this is. Fuck, I've got no idea, probably like 7 or 8 maybe, I don't know. But I'll start doing more frequent videos anyway. Yeah, and then once we get to Thailand, make 10K a month, fucking, there we go. But anyway, boys, see you boys in the next one. Appreciate you watching, viewing, liking, subscribing, commenting, all of that shit. Yeah, let's get it.